Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the watercoloring part of the whatever it's called, lavender flower. You know, watch this. Oh yeah. Haven't really done a lot of watercoloring, so it's kind of hard for me to really explain what I'm gonna do. I probably will speed up most of this, but I'm just gonna try to freehand what I previously drew, as you might have saw. So let's get started. Here's my colors. Ooh, very nice, very nice. And then here's my brushes. Ooh, man, paid $100. No, I didn't. I didn't pay. My parents got it for me. Cool stuff. Nice. Original. And now we move on. Let's go. I'm just trying to find the right color. Because sometimes it can be tricky when you don't have the right color. I don't know. Darker, lighter. I think I'll make the stems darker, the leaves a little lighter. I will still have to come back later and go over the lavender little thingies I made with a darker color. Can't see if I can add some more detail. Those tips, the tips of the flowers have these actually little, what are they? I don't know, petals, I guess? They're like little cups. And they have these little lids on those cups. And those cups, I need those to be open. And I can't do that without it drying, or else it would just blend together and look silly. So I'll have to come back later. I'm gonna try mixing these two. See if I can't get a good color. It's pretty light. I like it, but don't know. I'll add some brown, see what happens. See if I can't get a better color. This is some live action coloring. Never been done before. First seen here by your very own eyes. The heck? Brown. Front row seats to watercoloring. You know, best seats in the house. I'm gonna keep working on this. I will. Might speed this up, might not. I just wanna keep it interesting. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Oh, that's way better. See if I can't get a middle ground here. Now the thing is, if I put water down, that's what you were seeing before, but like I was angling my light so I could paint with water, I guess you could say. And when I was painting with water, you just you do little pinpricks, and the paint will spread and it all nice. But with this, maybe I don't want to spread it so much. Hello, Father.
What are you talking?
I'm talking to myself. What do you think of it?
What, that?
Yeah. Good? That's good. You heard it first. Good. I think I'll use this color for my stems. And a lighter color for my leaves.
You have like a...
Okay, now onto coloring the stems. Ooh. Good cameraman right here. I realize that the stems are a lot thinner, but nothing I can do. Not much. It's just a brush. Oh, don't worry about it. I'll come back and fix it up. The scaling is a little special too, you know, feeling good about itself. Whatever. There you go. That's exactly. Let's see. If you don't let it dry, it just kind of blends. So I'll have to take a moment here and wait for it to dry. But you know, looks pretty good. Not gonna lie. First time I've done this. Let's just try. kind of. Use a couple minutes. Or actually, here, pulling out another technique. Technique! 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 I love technique. Just kind of pat, I don't know, pat the paper, I guess. You can even press it in. You look on a deeper absorption. There we go. This should have dried it out. Now I'm gonna make a little more of this green. You can actually maybe even see a little bit of that. Oh, see that glare? Even from that long ago, it still has not dried. That's kind of weird. You know? Considering that it's just water. They didn't even put that much. Now, with this, I could go a couple different ways. I could go and add more flowers, or I could go ahead and add some more leaves. Now, I don't think I'm gonna add more leaves, but I might add more flowers. Big boy brush. Let me go and add some flowers. First comes the leaves. They're gonna be like outrageously different colored, but that doesn't matter to me. Don't worry about it. It's all fun here, you know? Do this all for good, all in good heart. Yeah, this one's going kind of like this. So make it, oh man, how's this? Make it kind of go like this to counteract that. Yeah. Even go back. Kind of looks silly, yeah. Whatever, looks nice. I like it. Oh, here we go. This is like a dry brush, like barely any paint on this at all. I'm getting this nice wispy effect. I think that's pretty nice. Hey, get out of here. What do you think?
You can cut out the audio.
Whatever. I'm not gonna cut out the audio. Maybe some, but okay. Now, what else can we add to this? Thinking about it, I have this tape roll, and with tape, you can do amazing things, like taking your brush, get a little water, and fill up the circle. Take more, fill up the circle, you know? And now we're just going by instincts here. I'm thinking, wow, that can make some nice colors. Now we're gonna go ahead and make a sun. Suns are pretty fun. They have good meaning, you know, good heart. It makes you feel warm. These flowers look a little cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and add a sun. Oh man, that's skin color. I didn't mean that. I got the wrong paint cube thingy wet. Whatever. Let's just see what this looks. Alright, that looks pretty good. I might want to add a little orange in there. Just go very wispy, very wispy. You might not be able to see this very well, but I can go ahead and wisp this out. See that? A bit of A little bit of dust, you know. It's not that bad. Oh, my cats are meowing. Meowing so much. Okay, so now that I think these are dry, most of them, at least I hope, I might actually yeah, there we go. See if I can't dry this out a bit. If you want a darker effect, if you don't want just this like base for flowers, you can go ahead and just leave it, I don't know, hour, 2 hours, it'll dry. But right now, I'm focused on having a good painting. So I'm going to take a darker color. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Darker. Alright. Or I will mix a darker color from the original. I'll take the original. Oh, there's a corner of the books you're standing on. Take the original. Which is this? Whatever. And pull in, I don't know, let's see, a little blue. There's a little blue to do that. Oh yeah, that's nice. That's nice. See, there's a little yellow spots over here. Yellow, lined it up. Alright, that looks good. You know, this is just like a palette. You don't have to do this. You can just go straight off and get the pure colors. Excuse me. But you can just go ahead and grab the straight colors. Now with this, we're gonna have some fun. You know how I was saying that these are little cups? Those little cups have to have little lids. And those little lids kind of go like this. Just a little, little dabble. And if you're watercoloring, you don't have to really worry about the mistakes you make or what it looks like, because all that matters is that it's something that you made. And that's something that you made. Oh, here we go. It was a little lighter. Looking pretty dark. You take some of that and you just have fun with it. Bring it home, you know? Bring it home. Have fun. Man, feeling sick. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up these flowers, and I will be back with defining the bulbs more. Alright, so I've just about finished up with those little lids. I don't know, you think that looks good? It's pretty nice. I like it. At the end, we're going to come back and give this piece a little bit of flair, a little bit of sun flare, by flicking our brush. And that's going to, with the yellow, we're going to flick it, or maybe even go like this, you know, give it a little brush run. And we're going to flick it, and that's going to put these lines. I think that will really add some, you know, emotion. It'll add some emotion, so some awareness of the negative space. You know, just add a little detail. Now, we're going to work on defining the bulbs a little more. So with a very small amount of water, I'm going to mix a bunch of paint up. With this small amount of water, I'm going to almost want to dry brush this. Now, oops, hand in this one. you go over each little bulb, it just makes it a little bit darker. And this little bit of darkness really adds to the whole composition of the painting. Now, this, you don't have to be constricted to just flowers, of course. You probably already knew this, I'm just refreshing your memory. You can do whatever you like. You know, go paint a house, go paint a mouse, you know, whatever rhymes. Go paint a Dr. Seuss book. Have fun with it. But make sure that you pay attention to where the water is going. Because if you one slip, and let's say this drips down my page, this drips down my page, and it flies away. I don't know. It slips off the table. Let's grab a little more. And that's not good, because unless you want that, that's your style. Unless you want that, you're gonna have a pretty hard time getting rid of it. Because once this water gets on the paper, it bleaches it. The pigment just stays in there. It's not hard. It's not that easy to get out. That would mean you're ripping out the paper, and that would leave weird textures. Okay. So with these little defining, with what I'm defining, you take the cap and you kind of now, I told you that there was cups, and these cups need lids. Now, I never told you where the cups were. Or now, telling you where those cups are. And with those cups, I can actually add a little more depth by adding direction. A little more direction in where this lavender plant is supposed to be going, rather than just it going crazy. And if there's some details that are too small, you always want to slow down. Always in painting or drawing, when a lot of people say this, they say, I want to learn how to paint. And I'm like, okay, you want to learn how to paint? Are you good at drawing? And they're like, no, I'm not good at drawing. And then I'm like, how are you going to paint? And then they're like, oh, I just want to paint. I don't want to learn drawing. There's no use in that. I look at them straight in the eye and I say, you're one silly fellow, my friend. And that really puts them off their tracks. But sometimes, you know, there's some people who get an understanding for depth. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying, ooh, you can't do that, I can do this, whatever. I'm just saying that some people feel like you don't need a basis for things. You always need a base for things. If you're good at painting, that means you're also good at drawing. If you're good at drawing, you can be good at painting. Ooh, look at this card. And with that, you have to know that oh my god, I just lost my train of thought. Hold on. And with that, I mean, you just have to realize that art is a completely separate thing from, like, let's say running. Like, running is automatic reflex, but art is like, you need to really think about it, or like discover meaning for what you're doing. Okay, whatever, that silly tangent I was going on. Now we're gonna add a little, let's see, is that too dry? No, it's good. I'm gonna add a little more pizzazz, as you could call it, into the sun by taking just a little bit of yellow. Okay. Taking a little bit of yellow onto my brush, you can maybe see that. Little yellow. I will go ahead and hold it like this, and I will And if you're like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that, just get a paper towel and you soak up all those little drops. Made me think, whoa, why would you do that? Oh, what the heck? I'm like, I don't know. Why would I do that? All I can tell you is that I think it looks nice, so why shouldn't others? And this is also another. If you have a toothbrush is actually work way better than this with this flicking technique. Because they have much harder bristles and they rebound way, I don't know, effectively, I guess. Oh, there we go. You just gotta get it really wet. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty good. Oh. And actually, I forgot to mention, if you want to get rid of color, that's still wet. You see that? If I want to like get rid of this, you get some water on your brush and you quickly wipe over it. You you swing it around, I guess, with the water. Just get a little more. And then you quickly soak it up. And that releases some of the pigment from the paper. Now, I think I'm about done. I will take a photo of this and the original, the sketch. And I will have them both at the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you next time. Bye.